Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today is going to be a little bit of an informative vid on two subjects, and the first subject right here is going to be on this dash cam. So why should you buy a dash cam? Well, as far as I'm concerned, if we take a look at dash cams today, this one here was purchased at Princess Auto, and that's up here in Canada, and it's something like your Harbor Freight in the States. Guys, check a look at that bill. I paid $19.99 for that, and two of these items here. I'll get into them later, but the dash cam. So why should you buy a dash cam? Well, friends of mine on the police department have told me for years I should have one. And I just pretty much ignored it, and I thought, okay, like, I've looked at these dash cams before, and I've seen them, like, you could pay hundreds of dollars. Whoa! Okay, so this one here, $19.99 on sale at Princess Auto. I have no affiliation with Princess Auto. I don't sell stuff on my channel or nothing. But I will put a link down below. Well, not a link. I'm just going to put a description of exactly what this model is, you know, if you're interested in getting one. But so all of these here, when you think about it, you go and buy a computer today, and the first thing that they will tell you is, you know what? It's obsolete in a couple of years. You can buy a better one for less in the next couple of years. And that's the same with most electronics. Dash cams first came out, and they were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And you know what? For 20 bucks today, you're pretty much buying the same thing of the technology from 5 years ago, or even better for less money. And for me, I am going to install this. Now, I watched a friend of mine's video last month, Bruce L., and I'll put a link to his channel down below if you'd like to check out. And he actually talks about this this dash cam, you know, himself, and it's quite informative. You guys will love Bruce's channel. And the whole idea behind this is, in Canada, my friends on the police department, in Canada, they're saying that they're recording more death fatalities and serious accidents than impaired driving. Now think about that for a second. People who participate in distracted driving cause more deaths and recorded fatalities and injury than impaired driving did from just a couple of years ago. So distracted driving is a real problem still today. There's huge fines and penalties and everything else. But what I was told was, Steve, if you have one of these on your dash and you have it on and you get involved in an accident, I guarantee you, you're going to see a lot of people that were texting at the time. They weren't looking out, they were looking down at their phone, all kinds of craziness like that. And today, for $20, is it worth my time not to put one in my vehicle? For me, I think it's a no-brainer. And why not? Like, I mean, if you were to take a look at all the features on this, you know, like, I do real reviews on my channel. I'm not trying to sell you anything. This thing is all I need. I mean, you know, all it does is it records when you're driving, and it loops the recording. So if it fills up the SD card, it just starts over again. And this is all you really need for 20 bucks. If you want to have somebody on YouTube try and flog you one for 400 bucks, well then, you know, go for it, right? But for me, for $20, hey, why not? And when it comes down to it, if you are involved in an accident, it's your word against theirs many times after the police are involved. So it's good to have a real witness, a digital witness. And for me, I think it's a great idea. I really should have had one of these years ago. And I'd like to thank Bruce for actually showing the product. And Bruce doesn't sell nothing on his channel either. He pretty much does a lot of the things that I do, gives an honest review. He's an honest person. Okay, so let's get on to the second one here. You know, this is another Princess Auto product. A lot of you have never seen my channel before. I think I'm working for Princess Auto. I don't do nothing for Princess Auto. I like Princess Auto. The people in there know me. I shop there. And hey, if I mention their name, so what? You know. Okay, so this is just landscape fabric. Okay, these were $3.99 a roll, 50 feet, 3 feet long. So what do I do with this? Well, I'm going to show you something. Let's go out to my flower bed and I'm going to explain something to you and why this is terrific. Okay, so here is my flower bed, and from one side to the other it's 24 inches. So as you can see, you see a lot of this bare dirt. And if we take a look here, guys, I get just inundated with these type of weeds. I think they're called Creeping Charlie, you know, something like that. And I tell you, they are pretty evasive. They spread, they're very hard to control. And what I'm going to do is use that landscape fabric to tuck in here, all the way over to here, and then where each flower I'm going to put next year, I'll put a little slit in the landscape fabric and then plant the flower. Well, you could see how handy something like this would come in. I mean, for the money, next year I will show the flower bed with this here all in. I'll have it all tucked in like I said, and just cut a little hole here, have the flower come out, and I think it's going to be fantastic because I don't have to worry about the weeding, the invasive weeds. Them weeds are just so hard to control, and of course when you get like a lot of rain, man, 2 days later that whole flower bed, I got to go out there and weed it like at least 3 times a week. So I'm going to try this. I believe it's going to work fantastic. Now as for the best, you know, dash cam for under $20. You didn't hear me go into all kinds of specs and all kinds of features. I didn't even take this thing out of the box, did I? But you know what? If you're going to do an honest review on YouTube, I mean, it's 20 bucks. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. I like the idea. You know, you mount it on your windshield. It stays there. You plug it in, and away you go. I mean, it's very simple. And you know what? When it comes to doing reviews on YouTube, you can watch a video like this where they will go for 20 minutes and talk about all the different features and everything else. And do you really need that? I mean, you guys are all intelligent enough. I mean, you could see this right there. You see how it's mounted? And you know what? For $20? And if I get into an accident, or you get into an accident, or somebody gets hurt, where you need the actual digital recording to prove something. Because a lot of times, when the lawyers get involved, and you don't have the right proof, you may suffer immensely on medical benefits, all kinds of things, you know, that you could actually benefit from by having one of these. Now, I'm not trying to scare everybody into buying one, because I didn't get one myself, and my friends on the police force told me for years, Steve, get yourself one of these, save yourself a lot of hassles. And you know what? I have never been in an automobile accident in my life. Never once have I been into an automobile accident. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to be. So thanks for joining me here today. If you've never seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. And down below, I'm going to put a link as well to a friend of mine, a really good buddy of mine named Mike. And he's been trying to get to his 1,000 sub count for a long time. He's a personal friend of mine. I enjoy watching his videos. And you guys check out his channel. And if you like his content, I'm sure you will. He's a very handy and quite knowledgeable individual. He's from Nova Scotia. And I quite enjoy watching his videos. So I'll put a link down there for Mike and Bruce. They're both solid people on YouTube. And that's the kind of people I like to watch. Cheers.